Ladies and gentlemen, there is a profound saying, a seed grows best in darkness before it blooms in the light. Our personal life is that seed. It does not need the spotlight too early. It needs silence. It needs protection. Life is like a quiet river, beautiful, calm, and meaningful only when it flows within its own boundaries. But when the same river overflows, even its beauty becomes chaos. In the same way, our personal life is beautiful as long as it stays respected, protected, and not exposed to every passerby. We often feel an urge to share everything, what we are planning, what we are suffering, what we are dreaming, where we are heading. We think sharing will make us feel lighter, that people will understand, support, appreciate. But reality is gentle and harsh at the same time. Not everyone who listens cares, not everyone who nods agrees, and not everyone who smiles wishes well. There are three kinds of listeners in this world. The first type is those who genuinely love us. They listen because they want to understand, not because they want information. Sharing with them is like placing a seed in fertile soil, it grows. The second type listens only to compare their life with ours. If you are doing well, they feel threatened. If you are struggling, they feel comforted. Sharing with them is like planting seeds in rocky ground. Nothing grows except disappointment. And the third type listens just for entertainment. Your life becomes their evening gossip. Your pain becomes someone's tea time story. Sharing with them is like planting seeds on a footpath. Everything gets trampled. We must understand that people value what they don't fully know. The moment you reveal too much, the mystery disappears. The moment you open every chapter, people stop respecting the book. A life kept private does not mean lonely, it means sacred. What you protect grows. What you expose too early collapses. Many dreams fail not because of weakness, but because they were shared with too many before they matured. A plan spoken becomes fragile. A plan executed becomes powerful. There will be moments when the heart feels heavy, when you feel like telling someone everything because keeping it inside hurts. In those moments, don't rush to speak. First, understand whether the person in front of you has the capacity to hold your truth without dropping it. Speaking to someone who understands is healing. Speaking to someone who doesn't is draining. Sometimes silence is not distance, it is wisdom. Sometimes solitude is not loneliness, it is strength. Life is better when we choose wisely whom to trust. Instead of announcing every move, let your actions speak. Instead of proving your worth, let your progress show it. Instead of explaining your pain to everyone, express it only where healing is possible. Your personal life is not a public exhibition. It is a rare painting only a few deserve to see. Protect your heart like a valuable jewel. Display it only to those who can keep it safe. Remember, secrecy is not hiding, it is guarding. Privacy is not fear, it is intelligence. And silence is not empty, it is full of peace, clarity, and power. Sometimes we forget how precious our inner world is. With just one moment of emotional excitement, we open the doors of our heart too wide and allow anyone to walk in. But not every visitor comes with flowers. Some come with footprints. The real beauty of life lies in knowing what to reveal, when to reveal, and to whom to reveal. It is not about being secretive. It is about being sensible. Just as we don't keep our valuables lying openly in the street, we must not lay out the private chapters of our life in the open for just anyone to read. It's interesting how easily words slip out when emotions rise. One small fight and we want to narrate it to someone. One achievement and we want to broadcast it everywhere. But what we often forget is that not everyone claps for our success, and not everyone prays for our healing. Some silently hope we fall. Some wait for a chance to pull us down. Some smile in front of us, but celebrate our struggle behind our back. When we give them access to our personal life, we hand them weapons unknowingly. And one day, those same weapons can wound us. There is a unique strength in being private, not hidden, just private. A private life is peaceful because it doesn't need approval, it doesn't panic for attention, it doesn't fear comparison. When we keep certain things to ourselves, we give them room to grow. A dream is fragile in its early stage, like a newly planted sapling. Do we place that sapling in a crowded market? No, we protect it in a garden, water it silently, nurture it patiently. Only when it becomes a strong tree do we let the world see it. Our plans, our relationships, our weaknesses, they are those saplings. They need time, care, silence. There is wisdom in choosing silence over explanation. Not everyone deserves to know why you are struggling or how you are healing. Growth is a deeply personal process. A caterpillar does not announce to the world when it is wrapping itself into its cocoon. It disappears silently, and one day it returns as a butterfly transformed. It teaches us that transformation needs privacy. Healing needs space. Growth needs isolation. Not because the world is bad, but because the world is noisy. Give yourself the privilege of privacy. Celebrate quietly, heal quietly, build quietly. Let your actions do the talking when the time is right. Let success become your introduction, not your announcement. People respect what they cannot easily access. They value what they cannot fully see. And a life lived with dignity is one that knows how to protect its chapters, how to hold its emotions, and how to choose its listeners. Some truths are too delicate to be shared, some blessings too sacred to be spoken, and some wounds too deep to be displayed. Guard your inner world gently. Share your life like pearls rarely, carefully, only with hearts that know how to treasure them. There is a silent strength in knowing when to speak and when to remain still. In a world where everyone is in a rush to reveal their lives, the wisest are those who pause, who hold back, who understand that not every story needs an audience. Our personal life is like a candle flame, beautiful, warm, and enlightening when protected, but easily extinguished when exposed to careless winds. We must learn to shield that flame. Every detail we share becomes a doorway through which others can enter. And once entered, some people won't leave gently. They leave with pieces of us. Often, we confuse sharing with connection. We believe that telling people everything about our struggles and emotions will bring us closer to them. But closeness is not measured by how much we reveal. It is measured by how much someone values what we reveal. There are only a few who listen to understand, many listen to judge, and some listen only to repeat. Words once spoken can never be taken back. A secret once shared can never be called private again. Like spilled water, it cannot be gathered completely. Imagine you are holding a fragile glass. You wouldn't hand it to just anyone, would you? You would first see if their hands are steady, if their intention is gentle. Similarly, before sharing your personal life, look at the person. Are they capable of holding your truth without dropping it? Will they protect it or display it? Sometimes silence is not a wall, it is a filter. It allows only the right people in. There will be moments when your heart is heavy, and you feel the need to unload every thought. In such moments, breathe. Not every emotion needs a witness. Sometimes the best listener is your own soul. Sit with yourself, pen down your feelings, meditate on them. Clarity grows in quiet spaces. You don't have to broadcast your pain for it to be valid. Healing can be a private journey. Flowers don't make noise when they bloom, yet the world notices. Growth doesn't ask for applause. People admire what they cannot easily access. Mystery has dignity. A river that flows quietly is deeper than one that makes noise. Your achievements become brighter when revealed at the right time. Your relationships become stronger when protected from the eyes of those who merely observe, not bless. Your dreams become real when nurtured away from envy and interference. Learn the art of selective sharing. Speak only where understanding exists. Share only with hearts that won't misuse what you give. Let your silence become your strength. Let your progress become your voice. Let wisdom guide your words like a guardian at the gate of your life. It is a privilege to know someone deeply. Not everyone deserves that privilege. Your personal life is a sacred space. Keep it pure, keep it warm, keep it protected. And when the time is right, let the world see your journey through your results, not through your explanations. In life, we meet many faces, some kind, some curious, some passing like a breeze, and some staying like a season. We don't always know who will stand with us and who will stand against us. Yet, in moments of excitement or pain, we reveal our hearts like an open book. But an open book is easy to read, easy to judge, easy to tear. True wisdom lies in understanding that not every page is for every reader. The most beautiful stories in life are those that are lived quietly, cherished deeply, and revealed sparingly. There is great beauty in privacy. It brings peace, dignity, and inner strength. When you stop explaining everything to everyone, life becomes lighter. You no longer wait for approval. You no longer fear criticism. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself to the world. You simply live with grace. Our personal experiences, struggles, dreams, and heartbreaks are sacred lessons, not public content. They shape who we are, and something so sacred deserves protection. We often share thinking others will understand us the way we understand ourselves. But people interpret our life through their own lens, colored by their emotions, insecurities, jealousy, or curiosity. A moment of vulnerability can become the seed of someone's gossip. A shared dream can become someone's silent envy. A spoken weakness can become someone's future weapon. We must learn to open our heart only where it will be held gently and not where it will be tested, twisted, or broken. Every person enters our life with a reason, but not everyone comes with the right intention. Some come to grow with us, some come to learn from us, some come to drain us, and some simply come to watch. It is our responsibility to decide who deserves access. Trust is precious, not elastic. Once stretched wrongly, it never returns to its original form. So be careful not to hand it out freely. There is power in speaking little and observing more. Silence is not lack of expression, it is intelligent choice. It teaches patience. It teaches self-control. It teaches emotional maturity. A closed mouth reveals a strong mind, and a strong mind creates a steady life. When you share less, you invite less drama. When you keep things within, you maintain focus. When you trust selectively, you protect your peace. Think of the night sky. It does not announce when a star is born. It simply shines and the world admires. Let your achievements shine like that star. Let your growth speak without words. Let your healing happen without witnesses. Let your personal life remain a sacred journey, not a public show. Living privately is not isolation, it is protection. It safeguards your heart, nurtures your dreams, and allows you to grow without interference. Share yourself only where love lives, where intentions are pure, where loyalty is firm, and keep the rest tucked within your soul like a treasure. Because some parts of your life are too precious to be shared and too delicate to be exposed. Protect them, and they will protect your peace. Life becomes lighter when we stop narrating every chapter to the world. We often assume that speaking our heart out to others will bring comfort, but comfort doesn't come from speaking. It comes from being understood. And not everyone has that depth. Some listen because they care, some listen because they are curious, and some listen because they need stories to discuss later. The truth is simple. When you share your personal life with everyone, you hand your peace into many uncertain hands. The art of living beautifully lies in knowing what to hold close and what to let out. Not every joy needs applause. Not every plan needs announcement. Not every pain needs audience. A flower does not shout when it blossoms. It spreads fragrance quietly, and still everyone notices. Growth is silent. Healing is slow. Transformation is private. Only results make noise, not progress. We must learn to let our progress stay hidden until it becomes undeniable. Sometimes people don't hurt us intentionally. They hurt us because we gave them access they were not ready to handle. A personal life shared casually becomes a burden carried publicly. Your dreams lose energy when constantly spoken about. Your wounds deepen when repeatedly explained. Your blessings lose grace when overly displayed. The more you hold sacred inside you, the stronger it becomes. Privacy is not coldness, it is warmth preserved. There is wisdom in knowing when to speak, but greater wisdom in knowing when not to. Silence is not emptiness, it is protection. It protects you from unnecessary opinions, judgments, comparisons, and expectations. When you share less, you suffer less. When you trust fewer, you break fewer times. We grow wiser not by speaking more, but by choosing our listeners carefully. Words are precious currency. Spend them only where they bring value, not debt. Many people have kind faces, but not all have kind intentions. Life tests us by sending us both. Some come as lessons, some as gifts. Some stay to support, others stay only to observe. It is our responsibility to differentiate gently, without bitterness but with awareness. Just as we lock our homes, we must also lock our hearts, not to isolate but to protect. A door that is always open cannot keep out the storm. A mind that is always exposed cannot keep peace intact. Let your life be like a calm lake, still, deep, and reflective. Only those who truly care should see its depth. The rest can admire the surface and pass by. You don't owe explanations to everyone. You don't need validation for every step. You don't have to prove your worth through words. Your actions will speak. Your results will speak. Your growth will speak. Louder than any narration ever could. Guard your personal life like a sacred temple. Let only the faithful enter. Keep your dreams folded quietly like a letter not ready to be sent. Share your soul like rare poetry, only with those who know how to read without judgment and listen without noise. When you protect your inner world, life becomes more peaceful, growth becomes more natural, and happiness becomes more real. So my friends, remember this: silence is not weakness. Silence is wisdom. Privacy is not secrecy. Privacy is strength. You don't have to announce every joy. You don't have to explain every sorrow. Guard your personal life like a treasure and give the key only to those who truly deserve to hold it. Thank you. May you speak wisely. May you live peacefully. May your privacy be the foundation of your inner power.